Warcraft Invitational. We're here for the grand finals, and finally here after a lot of days of games, it's finally happening. 120 against Th000 are going to be our final two players. I'm ToD, and with me is Neo. How is it going, man? Excited for this one, right?
Thanks for having me, man. Indeed I am. The undead struggled so hard against the humans for years now, but we have a savior. The Scourge has a savior, and his name is 120. Can he finally break it? Can he finally do it and win a big tournament for the undeads? I definitely hope so. You definitely don't.
Actually, I wouldn't mind. I think it's like great to have like an undead doing so well, an undead player. Nonetheless, in 120, like I never thought this was going to be possible too. Like people kept telling me, you know, check out Warcraft 3. There is some streams still going on, play some games, but I never in a million years thought that I would like start watching Warcraft 3 again and see an undead just play this well and make this race that everybody considers, you know, to be the most difficult one in Warcraft 3 look so good. So I'm pretty happy, and I wouldn't mind if you won this. I think it would be pretty cool.
It's kind of reminiscent of when ToD showed up at the scene and revolutionized everything with new build orders and fiend play, a lot more fiend play. And 120 takes this and puts it to a whole new level. Yeah. It's absolutely incredible. But on the other side, of course, his opponent is deserved in the finals. TH, he's been a world-class player for years, kind of in a slump at the beginning of this year, but damn, this boy is back.
Absolutely, yeah. So we had 16 players here at the very start of the tournament that were drawn into 4 groups thanks to your seedings that not everybody liked, but most people did. Hey,
it turned out real good.
Yeah, they didn't get as much flack as most seedings out there do. So you did all right. So as you can see, that was the spread here of these players. Happy ended up replacing Checky and Life. A last-minute replacement replaced War Chief and ended up making top 4 here. So he secured himself. I think it's over $700-ish.
$700, 10% of the prize money.
Not bad at all.
For a 19-year-old, I think he has a lot of stuff to do with it.
He's got some shopping to do, yeah.
Indeed.
So we're going to look at the groups individually now, starting with Group A, where we had... That was the one group where there was 3 Europeans here, so one of them was bound to make it out. It was Foggy. I don't think that was too surprising. That made it out. Hawk finished last, Anima 3rd, and Infi in the 1st place. So after some pretty impressive games, that series against Foggy was really nice.
Yeah. Indeed, a bit... disappointing here was Hawk, but Foggy is the European champion and deservedly made it into the quarterfinals. Infi was the big favorite here, and yeah, he made it as well, but not too far. Let's take a look at Group B. That was the group of death.
Yeah, that group was crazy, actually. It's so much hype going to it. You have Yas, the vice world champion from WCA, Moon, the legend. Happy, one of the best European players that came back to Warcraft, no pun intended once again, recently, and then Th000, another legend. So Th000 and Happy making it out of this group, it's not like that surprising, but at the same time, the expectations on Moon are always so high because he's one of the most iconic players. So good and happy that he was able to take him out.
Yeah, he's getting stronger and stronger. He's not that long back to the scene. I mean, he was a StarCraft player before, but switched now and streams a lot. And he's gaining shape quite impressively, and maybe the future is a little more golden for him as well. Group C, then.
Yeah, Group C had 2 Koreans and 2 Chinese players, and the 2 Chinese came out on top here in Life and Fly. The 2 Korean Night Elves, sadly for them, Lawlet and Remine went out. So very impressive. Like going to this group, even when Life replaced War Chief, I didn't think he was going to take 1st place, like in particular. And it's not even like, you know, he was like very close game. He just like 2-1, 2-1, barely won with like some crazy cheese. No, it was just like solid 2-0 against Fly, 2-1 against Remines. And some of these Night Elves actually were pretty epic. Like we saw. I think it's really cool to see different styles, you know, like watching Bears against Bears, sure, it's interesting, but when you see it day in, day out, it's not the most fun thing to see. So when you see talents being used and Cyclone and stuff, I think it's so cool.
Talents versus Bears is really cool these days, and then one player most likely transitions into Mountain Giants, and that's just a cool matchup nowadays, not the old Bear mirror. But yeah, Fly and Life made it 2 Chinese as well, and in Group D, we had the group of Orcs and 120.
120 and 3 Orcs entered the bar, and apparently he was the first one to beat them up and come out of it in good shape, because 120 toppled that group the same as Life with a 4-1 map score, 2-0 focus, 2-1 Lin, and then I guess it makes sense that Lin would come out in 2nd place, even though, you know, it's Orc. He definitely could have lost to focus. Orc Walker sadly didn't find any success. I'm kind of sad about this because I think that Orc Walker is very good. So I feel maybe with this group, obviously, like, you know, he draw a pretty tough one. So I hope in the future that we see him more in this kind of tournament, because I do think that Orc Walker has the potential to do well in this sort of tournament.
I definitely agree. The bad thing for him is that in Europe there's no other Orc, so he doesn't have to practice that matchup. There's a lot of Night Elves, there's a few good humans, there's plenty of undeads, but no Orc except from himself, so he doesn't practice that very much, and that was definitely showing in those pre-game matches here. And yeah, the playoffs then. We had our 8 guys, and the quarterfinals pretty one-sided.
Absolutely, yeah. 3 3-0s and 1 3-1 here, so Th000, Life 120, and Lin all making it out of their matchup with ease. Foggy put up a good fight against 120, though. You know, the 3-0 score doesn't really hint that, but if you saw the games, some of them were very close. Amazonia in particular, I think.
Amazonia was one of the best maps we had this entire tournament, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. So from there, it was 120 yesterday that was able to beat Life in our second matchup in a pretty nice series, and Th000 kind of crushed Lin, to be honest. He lost the first map, but then from there, he won the next 4 in a row quite solidly. Maybe Lin not feeling too much like himself. I don't know, he was having a little bit of trouble with some of these games. And then we've got our finalist, the Human versus Undead.
That was actually the biggest surprise to me, that TH made it look so easy to beat Lin, because he was that juggernaut who rampaged through the scene since his comeback, and here's TH now 4-1, and he had all the answers to everything that TH threw at him, and that was the next level TH. I'm so glad he's back, that creative player really making a difference here. And now we have the best human player currently against the best undead player currently. So, yeah, we can go into the map number 1, I think.
Yeah, shortly we're going to be jumping into map number 1 here between these two guys. It's going to be hype. Honestly, I didn't really expect at all a Human versus Undead in the finals. No. I expected Lin to most likely make it. Maybe 120 was going to be possible. Then we would have had a rematch of what was an epic matchup in the group stage. So I definitely want to see these guys face each other again in the future, like Lin and 120. But Th000 against 120 is still a pretty darn good matchup. And as somebody who doesn't always have the easiest of times against Undead myself, I'm definitely looking forward to watch and learn. He had some pretty impressive games against Happy earlier in the tournament, where he used like a lot of air units. He was facing mass destroyers. Like obviously it was a different ping, right? It wasn't
That's
like
true.
very little delay against very little delay, but maybe 120 has the solution to this style if TH was to use it, because it kind of looked like it was his standard, like back then when he played against Happy.
It looked very impressive. I saw it in another series 1 week later, so he doesn't only play it against Europeans, but also against the Chinese elite. I think it was against WFZ in the WCA qualifier. And Mass, Dragonhawks, and Gyros, and Griffins, that's definitely working so far. 120 is ready. And we start on map number 1. That is Amazonia, and that was the one map that 120 could take from Infi in the GCS final earlier this year, which was also, of course, an human versus undead.
I feel like I'm sitting next to a Warcraft Ting encyclopedia, man. Like you just like know every match. You got like this. Look at this, guys. This is passion and dedication right there. People are gonna zoom in and steal this. Like what? No, but like this, a lot of statistics. So I really appreciate here that you do this.
Yeah, I got this from Red Eye. He taught me how to do this stuff, so that was very cool.
Red Eye. And he taught everybody in esports, let's be honest.
Yeah,
right? There is not one person that hasn't been taught by a Red Eye.
Papa Red Eye. So, yeah, these two players, actually, they met twice before this year. And it's 1-1 between them. 1 win for 120, 1 win for TH. And also, the map score is 3-3. So it couldn't be any closer between those two.
And it's the best of 9. So
Exactly.
it's going to be a 5-4 for sure, right?
That's a I think we have to talk about. There's no vetoes here in this system. You have 9 maps, no vetoes. So it's not like the human player can eliminate Turtle Rock. He cannot eliminate Last Refuge or all the other okay undead maps we have. So this might favor 120 to a degree. Yeah,
usually that's what you see players from the start. They will obviously pick the maps they are most comfortable one, and so to speak, the most broken ones you're gonna be seeing being picked. So we'll see if that's the case. Like the map veto was a little bit vague because like they kind of seem to want to do it their own way. So I'm having a hard time understanding the way they do it. But from what we saw, it seemed like the 2 maps that were added on, because it's a best of 9 and we had 7 maps originally. Nomad Isle and Secret Valley, I think they were in 4th and 5th, or 5th and 6th, so towards the middle. So hopefully we should be seeing at least one of them, maybe both. That would be really nice to see an appearance from these maps.
Amazonia is also a pretty good undead map, I'd say, against human here, because this creep spot, the natural expansion, is so hard to take with the rock golem, 2 slow golems, and yeah, of course the thing that humans do against undead is expanding, secure the expansion, and then go tier 3, whatever they do. Mass gyrocopters is possible, Knights gyrocopters, tanks is possible, and from TH, as we mentioned before, we have seen mass air. So it's gonna be pretty damn interesting. But of course, 120's mission here. What the hell? It's the Crypt Lord.
What is going on here? Something special already from game number 1. I mean, he's done his studies. 120. If he wants to try stuff like this, like, I wouldn't put it past him to be able to pull off this kind of builds. Oh man, we didn't wait too long here for things to get crazy in this series. And the thing is too, is that Th000 is his own kind of crazy player as well. Like, I would put nothing past these guys, you know, like, if you wanted to, we could go Paladin first. And okay, so yeah, that makes a little bit more sense, I guess, because Crypt Lord was definitely a little bit over the top. He knew that there was going to be this creeping happening, so he goes across the map with a Fire Lord and a Lava Spawn, and he's going to try to get a couple additional spawns here, take out one of these elementals, gets denied at the last second. Nicely done here by Th000. So how do you expand in front of a Fire Lord? That's
gonna be really, really hard for him. I mean, usually we always see the Death Knight because of the coil, because of the Unholy Aura, but...
Yeah, that's the wrong answer, by the way. The right answer is with even more militia than usual. That's the right answer to every single human question you might ask yourself.
That's right. Yumiko plays expansion with 10 or 11 militias, and it works, so you just need more of them. You're absolutely right. But the thing is now, of course, he can't coil his ghouls. He doesn't go fiends. It's not a late fiend build order or anything. This is just ghouls and pressuring with the Fire Lord. Can TH build an expansion? I think he's refraining from doing so. He creeps the shop now. And there's something... Okay, the skeletons are going to the mercenary camp. Don't really know what to do there. But yeah, the pressure is on. He needs more experience, of course, and gets the last hit on the Water Elemental. Next one down as well. Can he kill the Sasquatch? Oh no, he's not trying to. That's going to be very, very close to level 3 for the Archmage.
That Creepjack comes a little bit late, I guess. Like, there's not much that can be done here, so 120 is just going to have to evacuate. But he's shown that in terms of decision-making, when it's time to go back to creeping, he knows every single time not to overextend with his attacks. And I think, like, the main goal here, obviously, is not to let his opponent expand. Nothing else really matters at this stage in the game.
Yeah, he seems to be very, very confident about taking out the later human armies. Like, what can you do with one base as a human? You can go Rifleman, but that's not really good. You can go, I don't know, a few...
You can play Castle, to be honest. It's possible, but usually you would want to do it on like Twisted Meadows, on bigger maps where you can power level your 3 heroes. One Militia actually is going to fall here, and maybe even more, so he's doing a good job. But across the map, there is a counter-attack that's going to happen, that's going to force a town portal.
Very defensive town portal, not going for a surround or anything.
He lost one acolyte or not?
Nope.
Okay, no, of course he didn't. He's 120.
Everything in order here. Going for a surround on the Water Elemental. Is this level 2 already? Nope. Surround doesn't stick at the first place, but here we go. And that's additional experience. Is he going for Incinerate or Soul Burn? I think it's going to be Soul Burn, right? But does it really matter?
Ooh, one ghoul is going to fall here. I mean, Water Elementals level 2 are very hard to fight against at this stage in the game, and TH is looking to try and snipe some of these guys. He has boots as well, so he should be able to get some of them. Tries to go for a surround on the Fire Lord, but not going to be able to quite land it. But that's going to be another ghoul dying here. He's Archmage, though. Taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, good right clicks from the Fire Lord, but he doesn't get the surround and can't force the counter TP, at least for now. The movement of TH is really, really good. Both players attacking here. But what's the follow-up for 120?
Yeah, I really wonder, actually. Does he want to go like something like Mass Destroyers? I don't think it synergizes super well with something like a Fire Lord. But then again, what does? Do you go Spiders? Nobody would really go like Mass Ghoul Frenzy. I really don't know. It's 120, so you always expect to see, you know, some sort of tri-hero with Fiends and maybe some Destroyers somewhere down the line, but right now, I don't even know if he's sure himself what he wants to go into. Maybe he wants to see what TH is up to himself first.
Yeah, he got the big
Can
goal.
he get it?
There we go.
It.
No deny, and that's level 2. So Soul Burn or Incinerate, that's going to be the question. Yeah, the big goal of his was not let an expansion come up, and that's exactly what he did here. Oh, Archmage once again in trouble. Panda and Brewmaster second seems to be the obvious answer against a lot of ghouls. Naga second here.
What is going on here in this match?
This is so weird. I think I've never seen this before.
What?
Fire
He's going full Night Elf here. Neutral heroes for the win. For 120, he's going to target that Panda, but there's so many footmen available that he should be forced to pull back. And it's not like, you know, healing-wise undead. It's not exactly the best race, right? He needs to get a bunch of statues.
Indeed.
And what composition are they going to go for? That's still the big question there. We don't have any single Fiend started yet.
There's one with backpack,
okay,
and we get Slaughterhouse.
Okay, so he's definitely going to go for that. Maybe, I guess Lich third, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some pretty good focus fire, right? Firelord, Naga, and Lich with an orb.
Also, Soulburn can do good if there's a Paladin later. It's a little bit of silence and damage over time.
I don't know about the Panda. Like, I would have said it's Mount tanking. Like, one of the advantages to go for a neutral hero like this. He's going to try to steal that. Doesn't quite get it here. As a TH secures that. What Footman is going to fall, though. Yeah, one of the advantages of grabbing a neutral hero like a Panda is that you get it instantly when you're on tier 2, so you can start creeping with it and try and reach level 2 to 3 very fast. Fiend almost dying there. It's actually, as undead, isn't it like really easy to forget that you don't have an Holy Aura? You're like, why are my units so slow? Well, I mean, you're missing a little something there.
That's definitely going to be hard for 120. He's used to the Unholy Aura and the speed of the units for so long. And now he just doesn't have it. And also no coil. How do you want to keep your units alive? Of course you're going to need statues, but apart from that, it's going to be real hard.
I just saw the Fiend dying, so I guess he got that one here, coming in from behind with the Archmage like a ninja. But in the meantime, the Panda is still creeping. As soon as he reaches level 3 here, it's going to get really dangerous for those units.
Yeah,
of 120. Sentry Wall, by the way, is like one of my absolute favorite items.
Yeah,
it
like
just gives you so much info.
A bit map hack from that. So we're
going to say that word.
we're going to tier 3. We will get destroyers, and then the Panda, of course, falls off. So the question is going to be what TH is going for, and he goes for a castle tech, has a Shredder already, so the base is super open for any kind of harass. And it's non-stop action here on AZ.
By the way, we got the game music, I believe, today, so we took note of some of the people that noted that it could be added. And I think I can hear it a little bit, and it does sound pretty good. Panda being targeted, taking a lot of damage actually. If you could get that somehow, that would be great. Keep in mind the Archmage has some boots, so he could transfer those.
It was a nice block from the Skeleton, but in the end TH's micro seems to be too good. Gets another Footman though.
What's TH going for as far as composition?
Nothing just yet, just tier 3.
Oh, yeah, I think he's gonna go maybe Knight Flying Machine. Usually when you play Castle on one base, you go for that. It's like a Paladin third, you get a staff, and then you get Knight Flying Machine up to 50, save a bunch of gold, and then you break up keep, go straight into like 60, 70, and...
That makes sense.
I mean, it depends though, because like you need to confirm that they are indeed destroyers, but supposedly when there is an Archmage, there has to be destroyers, because if there isn't, then...
Exactly, then...
elementals cannot really be countered.
Otherwise. You have lots of water elementals here harassing your acolytes, but we see it on screen. There is the destroyer upgrade. It's coming now. And
also keep in mind, like TH's army, even with just what he has now, the 2 heroes and stuff, deals very well with ground. He's gonna have Breathfire level 2 momentarily, so dealing with the ground army is gonna be easy. He's just dealing with an air army that could be hard for him, so that's what he should expect and prepare for in getting some flying machines potentially. But we'll see. I mean, it's TH. If he puts down double Gryphon Aviary, I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay, nothing just yet.
Actually, his macro is not exactly the best right now. No level 3 just yet on that Panda. He's actually, if 120 came back really fast here, he could maybe snipe that Panda or force a TP in a second, but TH is slowing him down a little bit in chasing some of these ghouls.
Yeah, he was at the Merc camp at the bottom right, so he's far away. Gets level 3 now, though, on the Fire Lord. That is level 2. Water Elementals a lot stronger. No Dispel for TH. A nice Breath of Fire here. Catching 2 ghouls and
a Naga with an orb. What is this, Dota? What are you doing, Medusa? This looks so funny already from so game number 1. Seeing some crazy builds. I mean, that's the thing, like, you know, we mentioned how Firelord was basically to make sure he was going to stop an expansion from TH, and it did just that, but you can't really expect TH to still go for an expand, right? He's not me. He doesn't still go with a losing plan when he sees that he's being reacted to. So, I mean, I talked about flying machines. I think we might be seeing a lot of them because he's double workshop, and I don't think these are for tanks. Even though, like, again, it's TH00, I wouldn't even put it past him. But yeah, we see a Knight already.
Now that we see Knights, it's going to be Knights and Gyros.
You got the staff already, right?
Yeah, he got it on the Paladin.
That's so good.
As well as 2 lesser clarities to heal up. I'm still wondering if we see Soul Burn or not. It's gonna be interesting. No Lich third so far, no DK late, nothing. He just keeps on playing with Firelord and Naga.
That Shadow Fiend, man. With the orb. I think it looks so funny. I can't believe we're seeing like such a crazy game already from game number 1. Like, imagine the rest of the series. Well, technically, it might get really standard from the next one. Who knows?
Well, I mentioned to you before, I think the map picks for 1-2-0 are really weird.
Yeah.
So he might have what? It is a Pit Lord third. So full Tavern build.
That's for Reign of Fire, I guess. Or what do you think?
Howl of Terror, isn't that?
By the way, they're playing. I want to remind you guys, they're playing for a lot of money there. First prize is, let me check. I think right now it was about at 3,600, and then second place gets a little bit over $2,000. Like the prize pool is still going up on the Matcherino page, but we're gonna have an engagement here from TH. These destroyers are gonna be very dangerous.
Yeah, there's no heal. He needs a heal scroll. There's no web from the Fiends. I think it was a bad decision to morph them here because one destroyer is going down immediately. Second one, okay, he calls for the
There's just
GG.
too much. Wow, I thought the destroyers could do more because I thought there was a bunch of statues around, but okay, your screen is actually pretty far away from me. I really should put it there as well because I'm like,
well, that
was like
really
the destroyers are gonna be dangerous, and then like he just lost instantly.
Yeah.
There was no statues, I guess, or
there was one on the ground, I think, but he morphed a lot of destroyers right when he was into the gyros. And it was kind of 6 or 7 gyros, I think.
I don't understand the Pit Lord. I feel like if you think you're going to be playing against flying machines, you should get a Panda, right? And ideally level it. But I guess that game was just TH reacting properly to something funky that 120 did, that might have beat pretty much any other human on Earth, other than the top ones that are in China, like Infi or TH in this case.
So we see it's not enough to deny the expansion. You have to deal with gyros and water teams as well, and of course with the triple hero combo that is pretty damn strong for humans as well. A lot of people...
Mortar teams? Was he making mortar?
I mean gyro.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I was like, that would be next level to try and counter the Fiends. Hey, who knows with TH? So we've got the second map guaranteed. Is that the one for sure?
I think so. It's Terrana Stand. That's what I got from the Chinese admin.
Well, considering TH won first map, that could be a 2-0 because I mentioned it many times on this broadcast. Like TH00 is one of the human players' favorites. It's very easy to creep, get level 3 and all that. Do we see something crazy though? And by something crazy, I mean not an Archmage.
Yeah.
It's very tempting. Like the thing about Archmage is that it's very strong, but everybody really knows how to play against it. So if TH thinks that, you know, something like a Mountain King I would go even as far as saying Paladin, like, you know, there is like a 1% chance maybe that he goes for Paladin. Could be, I mean, there is one map you're going to go for it. Is this one or maybe even Echo Isle, I think. So
always when you get a fast level 3, that's for those 2 heroes. And yeah, it could be. Mountain King TH was one of the best Mountain King players a few years ago.
After me and Sky, yeah.
Of course.
I'm just kidding.
It fell a bit out of the meta game to go Mountain King first.
Infi never really played Mountain King much, did he? I can't remember him playing nearly as much. I think TH would be pretty good with him. Insomnia in Europe was quite good as well with Mountain King first.
That's some time ago.
I remember I trained Mountain King first and like shared my version of the build with Insomnia for a while. And then we went to NGL1. It was in Germany, like an offline tournament. And we were playing Clan War 4K against SK. And I think he was maybe Echo Isle or something. And Insomnia had to play FOV. And like my pro gamer ethics, basically, of not spreading the word about like custom games and practice was like so strong that I didn't tell FOV that he might go a Mountain King. And then he went Mountain King and wrecked FOV. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe like I helped him practice. Like I didn't know he was going to face FOV. But me and Insomnia, like, we practiced a little bit together and stuff. Yeah.
Oh boy, helping your opponent.
Involuntarily, yeah. That was... We always had bad results anyway in this tournament, I don't know why.
NGL was a cool system though.
Fly all killed us, like, it was a depressing time.
Oh yeah, that was the first offline appearance of Fly, right?
Yeah, something like that.
In Western competition. Alright.
I'm just sorting out the colors and then we're going to get going with map number 2. Thanks to you guys for joining us. And thanks to our sponsors, Matcherino, Ting, and ToD, who actually contributed a lot here towards the prize pool of this tournament. ToD is Sky's brand, I believe is the CEO of the company, and they make mice keyboards and computer. I don't think they ship internationally yet, but hopefully in the future they will. And they have pretty good products. He gave me a mouse when I was in Shanghai. I've been using it for a little bit. I quite like it. Matcherino is a crowdfunding platform on which we raised a bunch of prize money. There is a button just under this very stream on Twitch. If you want to contribute towards the prize pool, you can go there. Even if you don't have actual money to donate, you can still help. There is a bunch of coupons still available. So if you press donate, in the coupon box you can press, you can enter Ting, T-I-N-G, and then that will add $1 towards the prize pool. So just make sure you do that if you have some time. I think all you need to log in as well is your Twitch ID, which you pretty much should already be logged in if you're watching on Twitch. And then obviously there is Ting, a mobile phone provider. Basically, to summarize it, to make it simple, I don't want to go too much into details, you only pay for what you use. So if you're on Wi-Fi a lot, it's perfect for you because you won't be using your phone that much the rest of the time, and you only pay for what you use, unlike a lot of plans that people have, like me, for example, in Germany, where I pay something like 40 to 50 euro.
Yeah, when I saw the commercials, I was pretty jealous about what the US guys
I pay like 40 to 50 euro, but like sometimes I travel for the whole month. I don't even use that, so it's like not really worth it. So Ting definitely needs to start having some plans, adding their plans over in Germany as well, because I definitely would go for them. And yeah, you only pay for what you use, and you can get basically almost a free month, because if you go to warcraft.ting.com, you can get $25, I believe it is, to try it out, and there is no contract. So you can try it out for 1 month. Like the average bill is around $23, and then cancel it if you don't like it. But I think you should. So I definitely recommend it. That's for people that live in the US, though. It's only available in the US right now. So make sure to check them out, and much love to them here, our sponsor in these tournaments, supporting Warcraft 3 in 2016.
Yeah, it's really
They believed.
If you want to give them a shout out, use Twitter. It's @Ting for the
at Ting FTW, yeah.
Exactly. So show a little appreciation for our sponsor, and we go into map number 2. It is Th000 Stand.
And if you guys speak German, Korean, French, there is language streams all over the place. Russian, I think that's pretty much it, right?
Chinese, of course. A lot of Chinese streams.
So if you speak one of those languages and you don't want to listen to the English stream, there is also these language streams available, so check them out. Most of them are on Twitch. The Chinese one is on another platform. Happy streaming in Russian. That must be pretty fun. I wish I spoke Russian too, so I could listen to him.
Yeah, that's always what I think when I see TD stream or Sky or whatever. So many insights must be shared across the Chinese scene there. But of course, it's always nice to listen to you or Grubby as well to get some insights. So, Th000 Stand. This is one of the best human maps we have. And basically, I think if you ask a lot of undeads, there's almost no chance for the undead to win this. But we mentioned this before, this is another kind of undead.
Way to hype it up.
Yep.
It's over, guys. 2-0.
No. If there's one guy who can do it, it's definitely him.
And TH scouted super fast with the militia here. Not sure why. I guess he wanted to see if there was going to be some more shenanigans with a neutral hero to try and creepjack him, which might affect his decision. He's going to get a farm on that bridge to get a good scout of what's headed towards him as well. And from there, he can basically decide what creep route he goes into. The most common one will be to go for that laboratory. And he starts a Paladin. Sees that it's a standard build from his opponents.
Yeah, it's late Fiends. It's late Decay and early Fiends.
Oh, actually, it's not standard at all. I thought that was the Altar up there. So it's a late Altar. So there is a chance we see something different.
Maybe a Tavern Hero again.
What the hell is going on in this series?
This is so weird. Yeah, you said it, 1% chance for Paladin.
Just that 1%. I mean, if there is one map, it really must be. Like I said, on Echo Isle, you can go for it. But I think on Th000 Stand is really the map where it's the best by far. Because you creep the lab, you creep the small green camp next to it, that's level 2 already. Then if you get defend after like 2 or 3 footmen, you can easily do almost any camp. The natural is pretty hard because there is lightning shield that's being used, and some of these creeps are pretty strong. So yeah, so it's just a late Death Knight.
Yeah, looks like it. Maybe
he's gonna go straight for the shop actually. That's typical TH.
Huh. Okay, yeah, mixing it up a little. With a lot of militia, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, it's okay.
How many Holy Lights is he gonna need for this? I hate doing this camp first. I feel like it's so hard.
Yeah, the Sasquatch is pretty strong.
He's tanky. And then the rest of these guys do a lot of damage. Holy Light's probably gonna be used on that militia at the last second here.
Will he cancel the DK again and go for a Tavern Hero?
When there is a Fiend here.
Yeah, he's
Wouldn't
waiting.
surprise me. He goes for a Beastmaster, okay. So it's going to be quill beasts here being made to try and snipe some of these peasants or militias.
Yeah, he seems to be sick and tired of the usual way to break human expansions and thinks, okay, summons are the way to go.
I mean, this is going to apply a lot of pressure, and I think force maybe another one base out of TH. Even though, like I said, on this map, if you can even send like 2 footmen on the bottom left-hand side, and then you send militia, they can clear that bottom left expo very easily. Trying to go for a surround.
Isn't this very easily counterable with just defend? Because you have piercing damage here,
but I mean, the Beastmaster is very tanky, and he will do a lot of damage, and I don't think... The thing is, 120 doesn't want to fight this army non-stop, right? Like if TH turns around and fights, 120 will run away. The goal of this is to prevent creeping and expanding, clearly. So defense is now on the way. That's going to delay the tech of TH even more. Keep in mind, when the Paladin gets level 3 and he goes across the map, he's going to shoot down these acolytes super fast. But right now, the micro... I don't know why TH is fighting. He should have just run away for now.
Yeah.
Try and lose the trail of his opponent, because like this footman took so much damage, and I don't think he has a shop. Like usually when you go for this, you wouldn't want to have a shop. Oh, there is an entrance. Footman!
For the Quill Beast, there always is. But he can't kill them because of the Arcane Tower. Good reaction by TH here. 2 Fiends now. Is he teching already? No. Wow, this is a very late tech by 120.
I wonder if he's going to get Hawk or Bear on level 2. And he made the backpack to bring more some scroll. Road of Necromancy. He actually hasn't used a single one. He's like, no need.
But he runs into a problem now that 2 Fiends of his are severely hurt, and what can he do with them now?
I think he's going to send them home and let them...
Heal on Blight? That's going to take forever. But he has no other option.
He's got nothing but time. I mean, he's keeping TH at home. Like, if I was a human player right now facing this, I wouldn't be happy with how this has gone, because there's a lot of low hit points. Footman, I think he needs a shop. I think TH needs to force a shop, heal everything, and then start expanding, maybe.
Will he have the time for a shop, though? I think there's going to be mass Quill Beasts all over the place. Or, okay, he does have 1 left. Nice block. Paladin halfway down, but he creeps here, so nice multitasking.
This is why I talked about many times how this map is good for human. Like, you can creep so many camps so easily. Check on the militia just in case we see a landing shield. Okay, no, it shouldn't happen. Gets a Shredder as well. So we definitely want to expand, I think, because right now, like, the tech has been postponed indefinitely from TH.
Yeah. Here comes the shop. More footmen. Tech finally by 120, but only now started. Can he get the Paladin in the long run? No, there's boots now. Shouldn't be.
This is craziness.
0 experience on the Beastmaster so far. Nice micro by TH, saving all those footmen.
I didn't particularly think we were going to see this. Like, I mentioned it, but I thought the chances were very low, man. I didn't think we were on liking stream here over here.
Boy, this guy mentioned in one of the biggest finals we have in Europe. All right.
He gets his shout out.
Finally, the first blood for the Undead. Paladin back at the shop, Staff of Teleportation.
Yeah.
This is going to be so much harass.
He wants to start and snipe these acolytes. Is it perfectly walled off? I mean, it's 120, of course it is. Oh my god, he's so good. Yeah, it's perfect.
Them as well.
Because keep in mind, guys, 1 hit plus 1 holy lights, 1 shots and acolytes. So now, if you wanted to do that, you will have to walk a footman into the next to that gold mine, staff the Paladin in, and then start doing that.
Okay, no staff here. He staffs home or?
No, the lab.
Okay, to the lab, of course. Get the item. Or the items.
Full inventory. Use the hallucinations, maybe, or sell something, the Cloak of Shadows.
Let's just save them for later, I guess.
I wonder what second hero. Like, I really feel like last game he pushed it way too far. I don't. Maybe he was thinking it's gonna be Knights and Grounds. Did 120. Like, he couldn't really scout with his build. If it had been Ground, he would have been fine. He would have had a Pit Lord. Not sure what spell he had gone for, but now, I think if he was to go for like Panda or Death Knight, either can be fine as second. And then like now he's. The way this has gone, I like this a lot better than in the previous game. You know, he can creep very easily with the massive amount of fiends that he has. As long as he doesn't start taking any damage on his acolytes, I think 120 is fine.
Yeah, I think the strat on Amazonia heavily relied on that creep check at the shop, where he was a little too late, and so he couldn't do any progress afterwards. Oh boy, this is a mid-tech expansion or something? This looks so weird. He's gonna harass with the Paladin.
Yeah. Remember someone, by the way, yesterday, it made me laugh, said he should bust out a Dreadlord first. Imagine it happens today.
Almost got it, yeah.
That would be so sick.
Alright, so he can't get through the ziggurat so far. We don't see a Zapper.
He's just creeping the bottom left here. Is 120.
Yeah.
He should maybe get Spirit Tower. Almost level 3 there.
Not reacting at all.
Oh, Finns are gonna die very fast here against Holy Light if it's used. And I love how both players are creeping. Somewhere on the top right is
With the
TH that was creeping with the Shredder.
And he has enough gold. It's gonna be an expansion for him. Yeah.
Well, in a while.
Wow, look at this block.
He started 4.
Oh, that was so good. He wanted to enter the gold mine, but the ghouls are there blocking it off perfectly so he can't step in.
Where's the Beastmaster going? He's gonna buy stuff? Because he's up there on the top left-hand side.
Yeah, I don't know what he does.
Zeppelin?
Zappers? I don't know.
Anything all of them.
Okay.
How about all of them?
Finally he got the entrance here, going for the
How much
acolytes.
mana does he have?
Yes. Oh, not too much.
Not that much, but enough to wreck quite a few acolytes and slow down the economy here of his opponents. Shredder even going to town on that slaughterhouse. What the hell is going on here? And across the map he's base trading.
This is so weird. Is he going for... Okay, that is a Zeppelin. No.
He's gonna try to kill him. He's going all in.
Yeah, he has to. All the acolytes are gone. He lost. Okay, no, he has 6 actually.
Did TH start in an expo top right?
Yeah.
I don't think he realized his main is about to get wrecked. Is he gonna TP here? I think it's a full-on base trade. And actually TH can just re-expand top right, let that finish, and he's gonna have towers, and then he's won the game, especially if he kills that gold mine. But that Spirit Tower, he's gonna kill. He should target the Paladin, force a TP, and then maybe he can kill the Paladin.
Yeah, he's on.
Sorry, I can't
Holy
help but
Light at the
theorize.
moment.
That's a lot of units.
It's a slaughter in the main base. Level 3.8 on the Beastmaster. But there's no acolytes left
He should
here.
staff, I think. If he staffed the Beastmaster, then he can defend, but then he would be attacked here. But he has a Zeppelin anyway. There's no anti-air because he's Paladin.
Right. That's right. He can do whatever he wants. Now comes the TP.
He's TPing. Why?
Because he wants to save his cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah, but, okay, so he's gonna run across the map now.
Yeah, has to.
Wait, does he have the gold to make any acolytes? Now he does.
So, wow, oh boy.
What a merchant.
Both main bases are slaughtered to pieces. There's nothing left, no towers, nothing. No, not even a lumber worker is here.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's not, yeah, he's going for the towers now, but that's gonna be hard to crack.
Yeah, I don't think he should be attacking here.
Oh, the Shadow Priest is gone. That was a big one. No healing anymore. And where's...
He's just gonna tap out here. 120, just going for these builds that are not good enough, I think, to beat somebody like TH.
Yeah.
Even though, like, he made it pretty close this time around.
So, what's the follow-up on that? Okay, he secures that
I think
there's no expansion, but afterwards there's no plan. Like,
I think he could have staffed the Beastmaster earlier. Because he was like one Nerubian tower, a Spirit Tower, and the Town Hall that was shooting. So with that plus the Beastmaster, but then I think TH would have TP'd to his main. But actually that would have been good for 120, right? Because he had a lot in the main of TH. And he could have picked up with the Zeppelin or whatever was being injured. And then he would have taken out the main. Then he would have been one base against one base. Except 120 would still be mining because he could have sold more items, maybe even the staff that he had just used. I mean, that's a lot of theorizing, and you have to act in the moment. Obviously, like, it might seem obvious to me, but I might be totally wrong at the same time. Like, I can barely see the game from here anyway.
It's very weird that 120 is playing this stuff. I mean, no decay so far. Next map is Twisted Meadows. I mentioned to you before the map picks are so weird. We have AZ first, TS then is a great human map. Then we have TM. It's also a great human map. Then we have Echo Owls, which is one of the best human maps. And then we have Nomad Owls, which is also an amazing human map. So all the undead maps are last.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. But 120 is going to have to start playing a little bit differently here because TH is ready. He's won with a Paladin here already, with a Panda second in map number 1. And these Tavern Hero shenanigans are just not working against him.
TH too smart.
It's very hard to win in this kind of scrappy game, I think. Like, you need to react. You know, any second can be the 1 second that makes you lose the game. Any small decision can be the biggest one and have a big impact. But I don't know, like, maybe, I guess he just didn't see the counterattack coming. Obviously, like, you know, he was getting a slaughterhouse. If he had had maybe 2 Spirit Towers when it started, the Paladin finally being able to make it into his base was obviously a problem too. And going Fiends against that many footmen defend, like...
Yeah.
I mean, you have to get something, right? But TH handled the situation beautifully, though. Like, he was like, I'm just going to expand, attack you at the same time. There's not much you're going to be able to do, and he was right.
TH's micro is so on point today. He didn't lose anything. Like, I think it took him 5 to 6 minutes before he killed the first footman, and with defend, it's so hard.
Well, I mean, to be honest, let's be honest, it's a Beastmaster with Fiends, right?
Yeah, so
unless you stand there until your units die, they're not going to die. And it's TH, he's the guy that's been doing the best job in this tournament at saving his footman, like even in the other matchups.
Yeah, but usually you have like a DK with Coil who can finish stuff. You have, of course, the Lich pretty early on, and then you can crack that, but I don't see the solution in those Tavern Heroes just yet.
Oh, did Ted try to join?
I don't know who that is. No, I don't think TD tried to join. Okay, 1-2-0 is here. I hope red is available.
All right, guys. It's going to be map number 3 in a second. Twisted Meadows.
Okay, once again, we have this red bug.
And the price pool is still going up a little bit. I think some people use the coupons. Someone donated like 150 bucks last night, I think. So thanks to him.
Shout out to you.
Thank you very much. Sharpness-ism. Yeah, that price pool is pretty good, man. $7,000, 360.
Apart from WCA competition, that is the highest prize pool that we've had in years in Europe. I mean, we have Jera Cups every Sunday. That's quite cool. Shout out to Jera, who supports this tournament for so many weeks. I think it's 81 weeks now for a weekly tournament. That's pretty nice. But apart from that, you filled a hole here that it's nice of you.
Did you rehost?
I did rehost because red was not available once again. It's a little stressful.
Well, one day this will be fixed.
Here. I hope so.
And once again, thanks to you guys for tuning in, and thanks to our sponsors. I think we are already at 1,500 viewers here today, so glad these finals are gathering some hype. Again, if you guys speak either French, German, Chinese, Korean, Russian, there is language streams available if you guys want to check them out. I think these guys are pretty good as well.
We have the red color available now. So we're only waiting for Fly, who's streaming in Chinese as well.
They have so much viewers, man, on the Chinese.
It's crazy, right? I think Infi for the semifinals had 90,000. Okay. Go.
Wait, is that right?
I can see it from there.
Like, you know, they have a weird way to list numbers, right?
Yeah.
What is this number?
Okay, we're waiting for 1-2-0's go. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Map number 3, it's 2-0 for TH, and of course he needs to win 5 maps in this best of 9. But he's almost halfway through, and we need an answer. We need an undead answer. Maybe he's playing serious now. We have seen pretty amazing games of Undead versus Human on Twisted Meadows. I think about Yumiko versus WFZ, who was which was such a slaughter in the early stages by WFZ, but Yumiko did such an incredible comeback, and I hope we see epicness like this again. Bottom left is TH, 27 years old, former WCG champion in 2013. He won the last episode of that very tournament. He won this year MoCup and Robam. So 2 minor tournaments.
How much money has he made this year?
Around
from cash prize.
7,000, 8,000.
Oh, not bad. If he wins this, he's over 10,000.
That's right. But he did fail a bit in the big tournaments like WCA and GCS. He wasn't really there when those tournaments took part. I hope he can do it later this year when we have the fall season of GCS and, of course, the World Championship WCA in December. But he's not qualified yet. Has to do that against Yumiko later on. And yeah, 1-2-0. This is finally a normal altar. Late Fiends then, I guess, because we don't see a graveyard just yet. Or
yeah, this is finally like a bit more of a standard opener here with a faster Death Knight and on Twisted Meadows. No. Did you see? You missed it. You need to be checking for heroes, man. This is like a crazy series that we're seeing.
Is this a tower
I guess it's
rush?
a Lich Mazghul's attack to try and get a cancel on that expansion of his opponents.
Yeah, this is an altar, a very quick altar, so he won't cancel that most likely and go for a Tavern Hero.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think
it
like
is
usually
possible.
when you do this, you hope that the human player is not going to scout you and try and expand quickly. And you attack him with a lot of ghouls, Lich with Nova, and you try to blow up his militia.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of skeletons, kill everything, and win right out.
So of course the synergy is pretty nice with the Lich to get Nova, and of course you have, or you can eat your own skeletons to get mana back. So you have a big mana pool to work with. Yeah, Lich is out. First undead hero.
Kind of bad item with the Belt of Strength, especially since with this build you don't really go for Archmage.
Yeah, the
Let's
Archmage
see.
is pretty squishy though, so there's definitely potential to kill him.
What is creeping? I guess maybe 1 or 2 camps before attacking. I mean, this is meant to surprise a human player who's basically not ready to have all of his peasants Nova and lose them. I don't think this is like a macro build where you just keep on creeping and then you play like a longer game on 2 days and stuff.
Maybe he wants to be as strong as possible when TH tries to expand. And that's why he's going for creeping first.
Yeah. I think if you creep first as well like this, you have skeletons to scout with and you don't reveal your build. And I think that's part of the plan here for undead player who's gonna go for the mercenary camp.
Oh, this is such a big risk. Footman is scouting all of this. We have a Shadow Priest now for heal and for Dispel against the Water Elementals. But how much damage can he does he take here? TH is coming in with that Archmage. Can he snipe it? It would be a disaster. Oh my god, he got it!
And that's level 3 gain instantly. Lich is gonna stay on level 1 for almost gets surrounded and he's gonna take a lot of damage. There's no Death Knight to heal.
Oh boy.
It's as well because that's Lich first that was made there.
What a disaster for 120 once again. Nice scouting by TH and he immediately capitalized from it. And with level 2 Water Elementals now on the field.
And TH even steals the Troll Berserker there. Level 2 finally is reached.
So he has Dark Ritual now, but what's
I
it
think,
worth?
yeah, 120 is probably on tilt. He shouldn't even be fighting here. He has nothing. He's
Yeah,
gonna
the
lose some
ghouls are all
important
gone.
ghouls.
Just skeletons.
Okay, he's gonna get the Troll Berserker at least. Gonna take a bit of damage on the Lich for it. And I think there's some units at top there. Hey, click those away.
Weird, just weird. Okay, he has a Shadow Priest, he gets some healing from that one. Tech has started, what, just now? That's late. That's really late. What did he do? There's
Well, I mean,
still-
he was making units, right? Like, this is not like...
Yeah, it's not too many left.
Yeah, it's not like he cut ghouls for the most part. Like, he was making them consistently and all like TH, he bought a Troll Berserker and stuff. Like, he's super delayed too. But getting that level 3 like this, like, it's like what dreams are made of, isn't it?
He's creeping the rest of this camp. It's not gonna be enough for level 3. He has to do a little green spot afterwards. TH is going for the expansion. Of course, his tech is even later than 120. So that's gonna be the big chance for 120 here. Nova the workers, take out as much as possible.
Oh man, I'm still in shock that his Archmage stole this.
Yeah, lasted skills of TH at the moment, pretty great.
God, that was so crazy.
And here he comes, the Undead Scourge, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ghouls. Is this enough? I don't know. He has plenty of mana. 2 Novas. Here's the first one. He's not focusing the Archmage. He wants to snipe out the units.
Ooh, gets another Abolish here onto that Water Elemental. So that's going to give him level 3. Going for the Archmage, we talked about this. He has a Belt of Giant Strength. Oh, the Lich gets surrounded. He's going to have to TP. No.
He lets him die on level 3
Well,
and calls GG.
And that's all she wrote. Just like that, TH000 is up 3-0. In this best of 5, 2 more maps to go, and he will have won this tournament.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on with 120. He sold his TP, or?
No, he had it. I specifically checked for it. And
Yeah. That was strange. Okay, well. It's going pretty fast, and 120 definitely is going to have to do better than this if he wants to take out TH000. So we're going to head to a break, and then when we come back, it's going to be map number 4 in this series, in this grand finals. It's a best of 9, so it's far from over, but hopefully 120 can do better. See you guys in a moment.
Yeah.